defense score on things. This is actually how you improve your Haven. So dealing durability damage to a target, build score. So anytime you score a kill on anything, or you get an infantry kill, or a point destruction. Yep. That's and the big thing though is that you have a multiplier. The longer you are in combat, the lower your multiplier gets. If you can finish an entire combat in 2 rounds, you get a ×3 multiplier. If you manage to beat the entire thing in 4 rounds. Actually, let's bump these up a little bit. Let's do 1 to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10 up. There we go. So effectively, it's the longer you are embedded into a fight, the shorter amount, the smaller amount of score you're getting. So you don't want to be... Caution is not advised. You don't want to be very cautionate. Being cautionate is going to get yourself killed. That's also one of the things about you wanting to hit a good point of stress early on. You want to build stress very quickly because, hey, I started at D8, then it's D8, D10, D12, D20, but you may be like, well, fuck, I want to go faster than that because we need to we need to do things as fast and efficiently as possible. How do we build up as much as possible? Well, that's the fun part. Now, let's... Hello, phone. But let's see. Let's see what's popping on my phone. See, we were originally going to be playing Twilight Imperium today, but someone couldn't connect because they were trying. Their computer didn't feel like working, so we didn't end up playing Twilight Imperium. For my own sanity, thankfully. Let's see. It's always bad when Note Mom sends me something from the local scanner, from the police scanner website. Alright, so, we want to do... Let's see, score is reduced by the total amount of durability lost at the end of the combat operation. Victory at any cost, even if it's them. So yeah, this is kind of the idea of score. Pretty much, as long as you are doing something, are you dealing damage? Are you killing things? Are you dealing, whatever you are doing something correct. Now we have advancement. This is effectively, we're kind of at the end, generally speaking. I'm not lying when I say that. We're kind of at the end of this. We're going to be doing Finding the Light, and then most likely I might do the Jericho March thing on kind of my own time. But we will need to do how enemies are made, but that just takes time. So, Finding the Light. Mm. Let's see. Mm. Let's see. The endless cycle of existence and non-existence define the nature of an engram. Being a digitized soul, embedded inside of a yeah, soul embedded into a ship to abuse their psyche to push them to the limit to enhance combat prowess. Victory at any cost. Victory at any cost. Victory no matter the consequences. Victory no matter the consequences. Victory or death. What? Engrams are designed to improve naturally. Designed to improve naturally over time. The most important of the strictly speaking, this is only tied to rapid combat, to RCC, rapid combat calculations. Let's see, to RCC. Let's see, strictly speaking, this is only tied to RCC and is and very little and little developing themselves is a journey of self-discovery. And asking the harder questions they may not want to know the answers. Whenever at the end of a combat operation, actually, we can do is we can put there. During their time in the purgatory state, Adam is always pushing them to complete the purgatoric goal, the endless cycle to provoke stress and tension, to improve their metric. However, should they, upon returning from a combat operation, known as wind down, they have the briefest understanding. They have a in both realities, they may during this time they may fill in one of the following. Actually, during this epiphany, sequence, they are allowed to do one of the following. following very simple things. We're going to grab this right here. We're going to do this. Epiphany, we want to do manatee. Let's see. Engram asked a question about their platform, writing in any of their platform's remaining section, aspects they have not covered, they have not written in yet, that have not been written in. What would be, I want to do focus synonym. Give me a good word for focus. Is this the last of Iron Methuselah? Maybe. I don't know. What are we working on today? We're working on Iron Methuselah. Making progress on Iron Methuselah. This might be the end, this might not. It kind of depends on the situation. Eyes of Osiris, 07 as usual, yes. We meant to play Twilight Imperium today, but that kind of fell through. So here we are. Let me think. This would be, actually, what am I thinking of here? This would be the Engram. Let's see, the Engram questions an aspect about their current state of being, writing in any tenet of their choice, writing in any tenet of their choice among their remaining tenet slots. Among the tenet slots. So we've got our humanity, we've got our thought cabinet, and if we go all the way up here, so if we go down here, faith and despair, death and sacrifice. We've got our attribute points, we've got our tenets. So if we go down here, hello. Let's see, do I actually have the? Let's see, what am I looking at here? Yeah, there we go. Ego. No, that's not their ego. So they can improve their ego, improve their tenet. We need to find a way to improve their attributes and their relationships. Yeah, cool. Thought cabinet, and then we're going to do actually no. Writing an ego of choice that has not been written in or erased. So it's one of those questions, you ask a question, and the idea is you're asking a question you already kind of know the answer to. It's more of a philosophical question. It's an epiphany. You're saying, hey, who am I? What am I thinking of here? Who am I? Why am I here? We're just here to suffer? Actually, we need to actually add in, actually, so we need to have a couple odd situations that can occur. They will always have an epiphany. You're always going to be writing in these things. You're always going to have an epiphany. However, we're going to, if the the Engram skills are always being improved the longer they fight the enemy of mankind. This sequence, booting themselves. After A, actually, we're just going to call it a combat operation. You know, 2 results are going to occur when you come back. So, you do attribute +1. Actually, no. Attribute +1. The Engram will choose one of the applicable to increase by +1. So, combat state. So we want to do our combat state is we want to do victorious, destroyed. Hey, you actually fucking died. Defeat. Another victory for Terra Sol. Mm. We do. Come on, give me this. Come on, give me that. There we go. There we go. Backup initiated. No, we go all the way up here. Here's our 6th thing. So, aptitude, firepower, melee, nerves, observation, reflex. So we go all back down here. So, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to make these a little bit smaller. So, you have returned successfully. Well, obviously, you are going to get nerves and... actually, no, you're going to get aptitude or nerves. Actually, let's do this. There's always a aptitude or nerves. We're going to do you are destroyed. Nerves or reflex. You were defeated. Aptitude, observation. And then we would have you were destroyed. There we go. Let's choose one of the attributes to increase by +1. In addition, there. There we go. Oh god. Oh sweet baby Jesus. Twilight Imperium, I haven't got to play much of it though. Twilight Imperium is very fun, but it's very tiring. Oh no, Pat, you gotta do the jam early this year. It'd be cool if you do the idea of Children of the Riddle of Steel one. And I wanted the Napoleonic stuff earlier. Forgot the specific period. There were a lot except pirate stuff. Yes, Regency era stuff. Even before. Babadook. You know, thank you very much, Babadook, yet again. A gifted sub in memory of my recently departed cat. Sorry for your cat. We all love cats, though. We are a cat-friendly family here. We're all chill when it comes to the cats. I can't say what I was thinking about saying there because I'm still on Twitch. There we go. Drinking my lovely soda. Delicious. My delicious soda. Let's see. Firepower, melee, in addition to their other attributes. Actually, let's do... What we can do is let's just call this... So, if the... they do not have it. They do not have an epiphany. They're digital cortex is somewhat reassembled, and they now have to comprehend their existence again. Dissociated, comprehend their existence again. If the Engram berserked during the combat operation, they do not have an epiphany either. They already had one. Yo, actually, yeah, no, so they're always going to be improving their firepower or melee. Generally speaking, you're going to be improving your aptitude or nerves, which is good because they don't really do that many things for combat, but that's allowing you to think things through a little bit more. It's a little bit more difficult to improve your observation. Because you gotta fucking fail. Yep, you have to be defeated to improve your observation relatively consistently. Or perhaps we change this entirely, because that's kind of awful. No. Let's do. The Engram develops more detailed skill and let's see, more detailed skills and abilities during their time in the field, during uptime in combat. During uptime in contact, when an engram returns, they will increase any two attributes by +1. They will increase any two attributes by +1. Yep, that's all it is. They will increase any two attributes by +1. Yeah. We don't even need that. Why don't we just do why don't we just do the epiphany right here, and then we do attribute enhancements. Like, yeah, here are the two main things what's going to be occurring. They don't really need to be their own thing, which is then going to bring us on to relationships, which would be yeah, there we go. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Entity. It's a NASA Punk game. Oh no, it's NASA Punk. Oh, this was a that was Pocket Quest. I remember that. Pocket Quest last year was interesting. This is also a Pocket Quest game. I don't think it was a Pocket Quest game. See, I've been real bad. I haven't worked at all on Pocket Quest this year. I may not be able to. Kill the NASA Punk. We love NASA Punk, Draco. Again, just put punk at the end of anything. It becomes automatically a new setting. It's great. We love it. Let's see. Mm. 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 Every Engram may improve one relationship by one step. May improve one relationship by one step. This is the Engram may choose not to develop. Let's see. May choose not to develop develop any relationships. Any relationships. Actually, any bonds. It's bonds, I believe. See, I'm forgetting all the fucking terms I used earlier on in this. Yeah, bond. Bonds. One bond by one step. May choose not to develop any bonds, or may choose not to develop any bonds, as they have simply not grown closer to anyone. The push and pull of others. A new bond may be started at D0 with a new bond may be opened with any character with any with an open attribute, within actually if the relationship is with a I believe it would be referred to as an avatar. Let's see. Actually, I should come up with a new name for that, because where you have avatars actually are a different thing. If the relationship is with an avatar, Adam. Yeah, very simply, Adam may do that. Not anyone else. Adam does. The GM is saying, hey, there's a crew member who is deliberately attempting to fuck with you. What was your idea for this Pocket Quest? Like, the idea behind Pocket Quest this year was heist. I had a few ideas. I had a few ideas, and it just didn't click. None of them really clicked together, and I would really need to just sit down and just hammer something out, and that just takes time more than anything. And so it was one of those things where it's just like, okay, we're working on other things, and we can't get to this, and then we can't get to this. The one that kind of spoke to me a little bit more than I think it should have. The game that kind of spoke to me more than it should was the reverse heist game, which was effectively Ready or Not, the tabletop game. What's the weirdest game you've made? The absolute strangest game I've made. Concept-wise. Mechanically, that's pretty easy. That's Cruelty Squad in the center system. That is by far the strangest fucking thing I've ever written. Because how I wrote that one was just strange. Strangest concept, though. Absolute strangest concept that still miraculously works. Somehow. See, I can talk about this one too, because we did the Song of Swords video. Why are you over here? Stop that. Stop that, you. Welcome to Dying of Dryads, soliloquy. This is a Song of Swords hack, by the way. I was paid money to write this. Yeah, now, someone paid me for this. I got paid a little bit of money to write a, this is a Song of Swords hack that is about having sex with monsters. I'm not lying when I say that is the actual pitch of this. If you see right here, the Wanderer's natural libidic instinct. Comeliness is a skill, mobility, and of course, stamina. Various skills. Skills play a much larger part in the game. Very strange items. Of course, the very extensive amount of of stylistic focuses you can embrace. So make sure you embrace your stylistic, sex making with things such as the Dullahan. Bonus, rejection of love. When a wanderer gains +1 lust point when engaging with a resident, more negative than positive bonds. Penalty, melting heart. The wanderer loses -1 lust point when engaging with a resident, more positive than negative bond. And if you manage to perfect it, you get the Headless Reaper. The wanderer may roll and break an emotional die and restore their fatigue by that much. Yeah, no, the Dullahan is effectively the hate fuck ability. Yeah, there's a lot of these, by the way. I believe I PDF'd it, but it was a very early PDF, so I might go back and fix it. Because this is an incredibly strange game. Because yeah, we're making attacks. Yeah, technically being a tetraphile is a tetrophilia. Tetrotrophilia is actually a negative problem you have. Sensitive body parts, a wandering minstrel. Yeah, this is this is probably one of the strangest games I've written for a variety of reasons. On multiple, get shiggy with the wander. Yes, the residents themselves. Technically, we also have, yeah. What was it? Yeah, we have goblins, you don't really do delirious wanderers, noble souls, and of course, broken souls. If you can't tell which fucking mangaka I was referencing a lot with this work, I'll give you a hint. It's her, the weird one. It's the Moth Lady. I agree. Yeah, Yeah, this was one of the more esoteric games. So yeah, if you want to know what the strangest game, it's literally Dying of Dryads is supposed to be played one-on-one. I even say you can't have multiple wanderers. It is one wander, it is one GM, and you are having rampant sex with another creature from beyond the colors of time. Oh yeah. Finally, it's effectively Jason and the Argonauts decide with all the problems that go outside. Oh, let's see. There's not too many other things. Adam has a secret. That secret is Eve. The evolutionary value enhancer program is Adam's let's see, is Adam's partner and antithesis. Where Adam is enforcing the let's see. Where Adam is pushing, prodding, and forcing the Engrams in the situation to test their limits, Eve is trying to tempt them. Is attempting to find out about them, about themselves. On one hand, Adam is encouraged to push Eve. Let's see, is encouraged to leave situations. Let's see, but Eve. But Eve bit the apple of knowledge and was punished for it. With the destruction of Eden. Is not a, let's see, Eve is not a natural way to develop. Let's see, it's not a natural way to develop one's psyche in the purgatory, in the purgatory state. Hidden memories. Mm. 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 Let's let's see. If an Engram finds E with the intent of learning more about themselves, building their more about themselves, they will gain gain a new tenet. They'll get a new tenet and an ego. However, Adam will inform them what these are. Inform these what these are. Their mind being Let's see, their mind being overridden about the truth of who they were and how that bleeds deeper into what they are. The truth is that Eve reveals this apple is poison. It is an answer. Go is antithesis. Is antithesis, prodding, overridden. It's not apple is poison, but it is the answer. There we go. So kind of like the idea is Adam wants to make you a better fighter. He wants you to berserk. That's what Adam wants you to do. He wants you to fucking zerk. Because you are fighting better when you are insane. You are fighting better when you turn off your brain. Doesn't matter. He doesn't care about you anything. And that should be Adam's kind of entire thing. Eve, on the other hand, does care. And sprinkled throughout the purgatory state, Eve is going to be there. If they search out Eve, if they want to answer questions about themselves, they can find Eve. But Eve is going to tell them things. Eve is going to impart parts of themselves that are gone that are now here. They don't really get a choice in that. It's kind of like, hey, naturally, if you have an epiphany, you're going to learn what you're going to learn what your name was. You write in your name. You have that power. You know this. You're having an epiphany moment. You're like, oh, this is who I am. Eve, on the other hand, is saying, your name was always John Smith. And you always, and you know you can't trust people. And you're like, what do you mean I can't trust people? Doesn't matter. You can't trust people. I am the only one I trust. That is your new tenet. You're like, wow, that's a terrible tenet. It's just like, yeah, well, why is John Smith now a horrifying paranoid person? Who are you? That's a big question. You're getting more out of it. Because remember, you can always tap an ego. You can always tap a tenet to get something. You can always get it. Problem being, you don't have the choice of what they are. John Smith was always horrifying. Yeah, and it's one of those things where you can bust out something that's a little bit strange, or you can just drop a name that seemingly doesn't make any sense. You're like, oh, what's your name? Oh, you're Eve Slater. Oh, I'm Eve Slater. I've always have been Eve Slater. And you think about it for a moment, and you're like, all right. And then later on, one of the avatars goes by, Malcolm Slater. And you take a moment, you think about it, and you're like, hey, wait a second, my name's Eve Slater. Your name is Malcolm Slater. Oh, fuck. We might be related. Or, oh, shit. Now you have a kind of a new problem developing there. You don't have that ability to be more naturally introduced to it. It's a little bit more forcefully introduced. We've done this. What I'm going to do here is we need to talk about the enemy of mankind. The Nephilim destroyed Sol, Terra Sol. The Nephilim destroyed Terra Sol, completely deploying an atrocity weapon. Essentially long war against our two species. Billions have let's see. There's no innocent Nephilim. There is no mercy to be given. Justice will be swift and remember Terra Sol. Yeah, it's kind of the idea of like, how should we perceive the Nephilim? They aren't people. They are the fundamental antithesis of everything right in the world. Let's see. They are fucking evil. Yeah, let's see. how do I want to word this? Okay, no. So, Nephilim exoskeletons are the primary threat. Against the Jericho march, destroying each exoskeleton is composed of similar materials. But they die all the same. There are 1, 2, 3, 5. There are 5 confirmed sizes. 5 confirmed sizes of Nephilim exoskeleton of Nephilim. There we go. Always remember this. Don't forget about that. Da, 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 da. And we gather 5 confirmed sizes of Nephilim. We gotta fucking kill a bunch of Nephilim. So we go down here. So Hylix. So what do we want to do? Brings forces significantly. Let's do. So, a Hylix form the backbone of the Nephilim, of the Nephilim's army. These stand a meter shorter than Let's see, these 5 to 6 meters tall and are deployed en masse. Each Hylic comes in 3 varieties. Each Hylic comes in 3 varieties depending on their armaments and general make. Mechanically speaking, Hylics do not have parts. Instead, each Hylic has a set amount of durability. That when it reaches 0, they will be disabled. Or explode violently. Actually, so let's see. Form the backbone of the Nephilim's army. These stand 5 to 6 tall. Variety, and mechanically speaking, do not have parts. They only have that. We want to grab this. We want to do this. We want to grab you here. We want to put here. We want to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Hylic deployment zone. Let's see. So defensive fortress. Actually, no. Why don't we do? We'll do coloration. We will do grunt color. Let's think. I'm reminded of this. We do blue. We'll start with, we'll end with black. So we'll actually start with, actually, no, we'll do white, blue, red, and what would be, we'll do green. Actually, wait a second. Wait a fucking second. I know what I can do. I have something for this situation. Because I'm a genius. Hello, Eat the Path. It's been a while. Black, green, blue, red. Okay, so it goes black, green, blue, red. Then we go down here to side characters. So we do 30, 60, 90, 120, 150. Actually, let's think. Let's see. 5 varieties depending on the armaments in general make. So this would be we need weapon. We would do, so it would be a weapon type, it would be a note type, it would be a, no, this would be all we really need. Yeah, alright. So this would be do a table, we do a 2x2 2x2 table, we do something like this. Here, white terminal, we do something like this, we do this, we do this, we do this, we do this. Call sign, grunt, weapon. Part of me just wants to put down, like, they don't even have an, like, it's just a die value. Actually, actually, you know what we can do? We can do that, actually. Why don't we just do, why don't we do that? You ever think about that? You ever think about me being somewhat smart and thinking of a unique idea? Solving a problem that didn't even have, okay, so they still do count as Hylix, so they can be in different places. So they do 2d6 laser damage with a range of 2. So what would be our we can do a ranger, so they're going to do or laser damage. Deployed frequently, so this would be Mm. They don't fall at the end of round because they're literally, they can fly. They fly now. Let's see. Yes, they do fly now. So let's see what would be some other. Actually, wouldn't be 2d8. It would be if we do 2d8, the average of 2d8 would be 4.5. It would be let's call it at we'll call it 9. They just do 9 damage. It's melee. Doesn't seem like a lot, but they're still obeying everything there, so it's like, yeah, you still gotta soak that damage. But no, fuck it, let's just make it 10 damage. It's a good 10 even. They do charge weapons. Yep, these guys have charge weapon. They go voomp. They have a range of 6 on those, so they hit you pretty fucking hard. Let's see, what would be the spinners? Cannot move. What would be the final good? Actually. Go. That's how Hylics are done. Easy enough. You want to have you're like, hey everyone, I want to have a black grunt. I want to have a black grunt. He would have 30 out of 30 health. He would have 30 out of 30 health, 2d6 laser damage. 2d6 laser damage. There we go. Boom. Doesn't really have anything fun and exciting, but he can't fight you in close range. That's all they do. So this brings us to Havocs and Daemons. Havocs and Daemons. Actually, it should be Daemons and we want to. 2 names for Nephilim. Let's see. Daemons and Havocs are 2 names for a variety of Nephilim exoskeletons that form footing as most havens with additional support. Let's see if I want to do this right. See, so Daemons and Havocs are 2 names for variety enough that's some equal footing equal footing as most havens with additional support and supplies. Are melee focused bruisers that attempt to break through the line. And Mm. Mm. A little more than scrap metal. Havocs are their ranged counterparts. Let's see, Havocs are their ranged counterparts. Instead of having relying on Nephilim. Plasma and laser tech. Fuck me. Let's see. Finest warriors. Okay. Let's see. Havoc's the range. Relying on Nephilim, plasma, and laser attack to pierce through an armor on most humanity's finest assets. More recently, Nephilim developed kinetic weapons, kinetic and charge weapons have been seeing use in their ranks. Either they are learning from the human advance. Or getting desperate enough to bring out old technology. Okay, let's see. Actually, here's what we can do. We can do Havocs and Demons, and then we're going to... We do threat value. Advanced Nephilim. Let's see. Advanced Nephilim have a threat assessment. Have a threat rating, which is on par with human. With the score metric of the havens. When designing a Nephilim. Most Nephilim. one of the issues here is that Grambound literally was, you want to make a bunch of enemies, you just make the exact same character. Didn't happens. And I didn't write any enemy creation rules because I didn't really need to write any. Everything's using the same method. I mean, if we're working off the same caliber, it's like, yeah, they're effectively a Nephilim. Effectively, a Nephilim exoskeleton would be the exact same as a Haven at the end of the day, except they have a pilot in them and we don't. So it's like, hey, you know, the chest gets destroyed. It's not a big deal, relatively speaking. Oh goodness gracious me. Ow, 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 ow. Ah, God. Let's think. I mean, there's gotta be... The cop-out answer is just make a Haven, and make a Haven, and then they pay half as much for durability on the chest. Because they just don't give a shit. Let's think. Fuck, this is a thinker. I don't know. I really don't know. If anyone has input, now's the time. It's oh goodness. Because again, there's the just make a fucking Haven and like that's your enemy, is just another Haven effectively, because they're effectively the same thing. Hylix are your basic grunts. You can say they pay double for... How about this? Do they pay half as much for weapons? They pay half as much for weapons. Yeah. They pay half as much for weapons, and they're just going to have a Nephilim battle rating. This is a real fucking cop-out. This is a cop-out if I've ever seen one, but it works. It fits the... Ow, gosh. Woohoo! See, I'm really bad when it comes to enemy design in all of these games. I've always been really bad when it comes to enemy design. Because I find that to be really dull, because I usually just write it with the assumption of a character. Let's see, I don't even fucking... Yeah, bumps to attributes, numbers, ability, max ability, die. Okay, no. Here's what we're gonna do. So, Mm. 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 Actually, advanced Nephilim soldiers have a threat rating, which is... Mm. 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 Let's see, leading to all weapons and mm. 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 See, on the other hand, a physical pilot is present in every exoskeleton. On the other hand, a physical pilot is present in every exoskeleton. When they may attempt to flee if the torso of a Nephilim exosuit is ever destroyed. If the torso of a Nephilim exosuit is ever destroyed, the pilot has been killed as well, disabling the entire Oh goodness, sorry about that. You have a little thing on my microphone that I can tap it and it mutes it. I thought I tapped it. I did not. Ugh. Oh goodness. Ow. Oh good. Goodness. People are sending me cringe. Torso. So we want to do, not the coloration, we want to immediately talk about their threat rating. We want to do talk about their coloration and their threat rating. Threat rating, if we go here, generally speaking, if we start with 500, like, we start with 500 score to build out our initial haven, then we want to get the idea that 500 is, roughly speaking, green. These guys have about 450. Actually, these guys got about, we'll say 450. Then we do 550, 600, and then 7. And then we do 700. Kind of like an immediate kind of big jump once you hit the white. Like, that's 700 points they are free to spend, and they can get some really goofy shit going on there. However, let me do... Hello, it's me. Actually, don't have to worry about this. Designation. We just have the 2 designations. That. Actually. We're going to have Havoc, Damon. Actually, we can do... No, this would be... We want to keep this correct. We would just do brute type, and then it would be a sword or a demon axe, and then we do we do combat attributes, we call it down to 7, and then we do brute types, just brute types in general. They would have 5/5, and then they would have, keep that nice and easy. We can do that, because Havoc's going to be a little bit better though. However, we're going to also say they're going to be 7-0, and this is going to be 9-2. Actually, we're going to do 7-2. This is going to be 9-0. You're going to be 10, 10, 8, and you're going to be a 9, 0. They get to do 10 additional damage, whatever that is, because they're a Havoc Sniper. Boom, boom, boom. Easy enough to understand. They get a bunch of bonus points. Boom, bayada. There we go. Oh, God. All right. So we move on to... Guess we go move on to Eidolons. Eidolons. These massive mechanical entities dominate the battle. Dominate the battlefield, being a Fuck. God damn it. Type here. This is really frustrating because you feel like you're at the very end. You know it needs to be written, but you just don't know how to. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call it here. I'm going to call it here because here's what we're going to do. We can end this on Monday. Easy Monday finish. Hell, we may even be able to do it on Sunday. Like, the thing, what needs to occur here, what's a little bit hard, is that I need to write how enemies work. And I know how they work. This is the worst part. I know how they function. It's just writing them down. It's like, yeah, what's an Eidolon? An Eidolon is just a big fucking mech. What do? Fight the big fucking mech. Gets a bunch of points. It's a bit bigger. It has and you fight that thing. Boom, done. What's an avatar? The biggerest mech. It's a set piece. And that's the annoying part, is like you can see what you want to write down, and it's just like once infantry is done, it's pretty good. It's just like it's such an important part of the thing that doing it is like shiza. Like, it's like, son of a bitch. Like, you know what you want to write, but you can't write it. I'm gonna think on it. Worst case scenario, it comes to me at 2 in the morning, and then I'm like, holy shit, this is exactly how I have to write it. In that case, I will literally do a Sunday episode in which we will just sit down and I'll just explain how it works. Or it will be a Monday Notepad Must Die. Easy. All right, I'm gonna head out. Godspeed. Good luck. Love you all. Kissu, kissu.